Arriving from the other side.
Board
9184.
Codename Geber. This is Ape Raid Club.
Born on the blockchain now.
To set up the push to talk button as usual. If you set it up, you need to leave and then come back to be able to talk. And there's surely a lot to talk about the past, about the present, and the future of everything that we have seen today. I'm super excited. I have locked my police, and yeah, man, rock and roll. This is Star Atlas. Is anyone with me here now?
With you, Jose. Waiting.
Hey, Muslim, how are you doing, friend?
Doing well, pumped up, excited. There's so many good news coming our way. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it was super exciting hearing. Man, yeah, the Polish DAO is online. Finally, the dream comes true. I have been waiting for this since I was a young newt before I joined the Star Atlas team, and now
Yeah,
we have finally arrived.
it is amazing. It is amazing. Super excited, man. Super excited.
Yeah, man, and I love the design, because it was really well thought. We are secure now from attacks from speculations that want to, try to make huge movements because they would need to lock their policy for at least 6 months to have like 1x of votes. And we give the players, like the small man, a chance to have a huge voice in Star Atlas if he has the long term vision in the project. I have got all my policies. This is not financial advice, but I have locked them for 5 years, and I'm ready to defend the system. I have to defend our ecosystem.
Let's go, Jose. Let's go.
Santi, welcome, man. It was
Thank
a
you,
good
Ruslan.
show.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. I'm super excited. I want to hear thoughts as well from the community. Remember that this is open mic, so you can set up push to talk and just speak with us. But I want to hear, guys, what did you think? Did you like the event? I want to hear some thoughts.
Yeah, thoughts and highlights of the show as well. Yeah, would love to hear from a community.
Let's see. Maybe everybody's shy today,
No way, no way. We have lots of broke people here.
Yeah.
If you guys have any problem talking, we can write on the chat. We can read it.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me?
Hello,
Yep.
partnership. How are you doing, friend?
Hello, everybody. Party Ship from Heimdall Industries, the official town crier of the Viking booster here. Um, great to be witness to the first 4 to 6 event. Surprising, I have to say. I'll be honest. I had different expectations. I think the teasing with the showroom. I was really thinking that the showroom is going to be the sort of like the main gamified release. But hey, we're patient people, so it will be really fun to see the next four to six event. I hope it's not going to be 4 to 6, maybe earlier. And I really would like to see, personally, I would love to see the showroom. But as a general comment, I guess, to the community at large, I think prior to the showroom teasers, everybody was pushing and eager to see the DAO, the Polis staking. And I'm just reminding everyone that you got it. We got it as a community. So it's a really huge milestone, I think, for Star Atlas, for the Star Atlas guilds and gaming community. So to have that release, that's just kind of my more than 2 cents on it. But yeah, very exciting, beautiful stuff. Excited about the DAO. I I almost pressed like push on staking for 5 years, and I just got my Polis back today from like doing some final flips and sorting some things out and finally like sealing the deal on Polis. So, but I didn't do it. I'll follow your lead, Santi. I'll follow your lead, Jose. The stuff, and it's very excited here at Heimdall.
Awesome, man. Thanks for sharing your thoughts. We are very excited as well. And yeah, finally we get the Polish locker. But the important thing is that the bases are set for the DAO to grow and to be, for us to have this decentralized way of governance, which is probably the most, one of the most important things of the Star Atlas project as a whole. So this today was definitely a before and after day in the history of Star Atlas. I have no doubt about that.
Yeah,
Guys, for
Well,
the
for one, Heimdall. Sorry, just one more thought. For one, Heimdall Industries will be continuing to push Star Atlas team to give us something gamified to vote on, as an FYI. So we're gonna keep you guys on your toes.
always, right? We couldn't ask for a better community and more passionate one. And yeah, man, the showroom, it's coming also hot. We are planning on releasing lots of cool stuff in the near term. As Michael said, there's a lot on brewing right now, and the showroom is, of course, something that everyone's super excited about. We are personally very excited about, and I'm sure that when we deploy, it's going to be a huge show, just like today, because it's another epic moment for the community overall. And yeah, but today we set the stage for a lot of cool features. We have Ruslan here with us, who work directly on StarPath. So if you guys have any questions about it, or want to, do some theory craft, or have any sort of doubts or plans about it, you may shoot to him.
thank you, Joe. Thank you.
I think we're losing Ruslan actually. Not sure if it's the push to talk.
Back. I'm back. Yeah,
You
thank
back?
you. And I am. Yeah, and I'm
Awesome,
happy
awesome.
to answer any questions regarding the referral program. Just FYI, guys, it'll be pushed in a few hours by the end of today, and we also will launch a knowledge base that would support if there are any questions, there would be answers for the knowledge base as well. We will keep populating additional content as we keep growing the knowledge, the StarPath referral.
Awesome. Awesome. I'm sure we will have some more questions once people start engaging and using it. That's for sure. But if somebody have any question right now, just mics are open as always.
Yeah, as
Yeah,
far as the live,
no, please go
as
on,
far as the
Ruslan.
live link, once it gets pushed live, you'll find it on staratlas.com/starpath.
Hi all, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, good morning, Sant, Zesk. Uh, I have a little question about the marketplace. I don't know if you guys can know this, but uh, in the past we know we using the Serum marketplace for buy and sell the some ships and other things. And now I see they will change. Uh, do you think now we will see like the NFT market on Solana, like Magic Eden or something like that? Because my doubt is if it's possible to sell something on Magic Eden or no. Do you guys know something about that?
I can give you a little bit of info on that side of things, but basically what is going to happen and everything like that is that if anybody wanted to technically sell on another platform or anything like that, that platform would need to integrate into Star Atlas's marketplace because of the fact that they've made it open and everything like that in order for your items to be sold on different like areas in a sense. So it is a possibility for the future if that corporation or whatever company decides to integrate into I would say the Galactic Marketplace's open source section.
No, nice. And for example, if I have a tool that make trades, and I use in Magic Eden or Solanart or Coral Cube, but I can integrate this tool to the marketplace on Star Atlas for the new marketplace. I can uh, integrate this tool to buy and sell inside the Star Atlas marketplace.
I have no idea on that side of things, to be honest with you. It is open source, but I'm pretty sure there are parameters that will limit certain activities to be done and everything like that. I'm pretty sure it's all been documented and so on as well, because if it becomes open source, it gets very well documented. So if there was a sort of integration that you could do with the tooling and everything, you would need to go read the documentation on that side of things in order to find out more as to whether it is a possibility or whether it is not.
Yeah, thanks, man. Do you have this? They have this documentation yet? You know?
I don't know if they have the documentation out. It may be coming like within like the coming days or the coming weeks. I don't know if it's going to also be a section that we may add as a link kind of thing on the Discord as well for the open source section. But I'm pretty sure that more information on that will be given as time goes on and everything like that. Because obviously this is getting released today, so I'm pretty sure in the forthcoming days or the forthcoming week we should be able to have more information being given out or being allocated or directed where you need to go for it.
Oh yeah. All right. Thanks, man. Thanks.
Hi guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Very nice. I have a question regarding the mobile version that was announced today. How would that work together with mobile wallet in some case? And what will be the mobile wallet? Will there be a Phantom wallet version for mobile device? Because this is the most interesting part, to be honest, today for me.
Well, there is already Phantom. You can go and download it already on your cell phone at any point in time. I have my Phantom wallet already on my cell phone. So yeah, so Phantom you can already go and download onto your phone and have that accessibility already there for yourself in regards to that. So I haven't really played around with how connecting with my mobile is and everything like that to the site as of yet. Where I mean, everybody's going to have fun. I'm pretty sure going about and looking at that today as well. Having the possibility of being able to buy a ship off of your phone sounds like an amazing opportunity in itself. So you do have the possibility of already going and getting Phantom on your phone, connecting up your wallet that you currently have, and then most likely taking the steps from there in order to buy things on your phone off the Star Atlas marketplace.
Very nice. Thank you. I'll try that.
Awesomeness.
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
Yeah.
you.
Hey, I have a question about the referral program. So, within referral program, you get to earn points that may be used in game in the future, right? Is that right?
It has like some sort of application for that for the future.
Okay. So, I was thinking about for the referrals, is there a way, or can someone create multiple Phantom accounts and just buy like Fimble Airbike and just gain like so many points with bots? Or is there a way to stop that maybe?
I have no idea if that
Yeah,
has.
I can take that one.
Yeah,
I
please
can
do.
take
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
So
John.
so
Yeah.
yeah. So you can only. Did you want to take it, Ruslan?
Well, we thought about this, and I think there's a way to stop the exploit.
Yeah. So
John,
so the
you
yeah
can shoot
okay.
it.
So the way that we stop the exploit is that only not primary market, only official market sales. So a sale to Automata counts for a referral bonus. So you can't buy and sell between human accounts. You can only buy and sell from Automata to qualify for points. And the question before that about what's the use of the points? The points can be redeemed for ships at this point. There may be other uses for them down the road. We intend on developing out the referrals program, but for now there will be pools of different classes of ships set aside, and as you accrue more points, you can redeem for those ships.
Right. So the program is able to catch if there are multiple accounts are created, and one person just buys like one airbike per account just to get points. So there's a way to find it out.
Yeah. So because of the way the point system works, there's a gap between the actual redemption and the way that you accrue points. So we actually have oversight, and we can look for anomalies and see if someone's accruing points in an unfair way, and we can take action to actually prevent that person from getting those points in an intermediary step for now. Nothing's automated right now. It's all looked at manually, and we're going to look at it very carefully and just make sure that nobody is gaming the system. But we've thought of almost every way that you could game this, and accounted for everything that we could think of. But even if we don't think of something, that we have a gap mechanism.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
We can indeed.
I have a question regarding the marketplace. If or when are you gonna implement the buy-sell history charts for the ships?
It's on my list of things to do. I saw everybody posting that in the chat, and it's going to be one of the first features that we look to add.
Okay, great to know. And another question is it possible to stake our police in different lock periods? For example, if I want to stake 10% of my police for 5 years and rest of them for 6 months.
So the way it's set up right now is for individual wallet locking for one type of duration per wallet. I believe it was said like that. So if you wanted to lock for multiple durations and everything, you would need to allocate or divide your polis to sub wallets and or different like wallets, and then basically select different durations per wallet in a sense.
Okay, thank you.
Here, this is BCM here. That's correct. Since Xcode's here now, I know that I pinged him in here because somebody had asked questions about the marketplace. and the development tools on that. So if that person's still here, maybe we could ask that question again and have Xcode give the answer. I didn't want to chime in without him present. So.
Oh, okay. Can I repeat also?
Yeah, so Xcode basically on that question that they basically just asked, can you just elaborate a little bit more if there was any other context that from like what I said and anything like that?
I don't know. He heard you, but I mean, basically, I thought the guy was asking. You know, we are deprecating the Serum markets. We're no longer using Serum. There was questions about you know, other markets and when the development tools were going to be available for the community actually to be building on that open source library. I think that was basically the context, and might have missed something else there.
Okay, so the open source package factory that we've released has bindings in it to access the new marketplace now. Documentation around those bindings is still in the works, but if you're a content producer like Red Spatula or like Aphia Industries that has their own website that pools our marketplace data, you can now go in and get the latest version of Factory and look for those bindings that allow you to call information about the ships that are in the marketplace. So we are going to continue to develop that. We are going to bring out better documentation to help support that, so that you know, guys like the club and like the others that I've mentioned, you know, you will have access to our marketplace. I don't know if I'm answering the correct question or not, but if that helps, I hope.
Yeah, that's very helpful.
Yeah, the question that I told is, for example, if I have a tool that I'm using for make trades on, for example, Coral Cube or Magic Eden, but if I want to integrate in the Star Atlas marketplace, it's possible to do this, and or we need to wait to go to the Magic Eden or Coral Cube, or do you know?
Do you mean if you want to sell Star Atlas NFTs on a different marketplace, or are you just saying you want to have the Star Atlas marketplace integrated into something that you're building, like your own store?
Yeah, integrate Star Atlas marketplace in that tool. Yeah.
Right. So you just need to check the factory package I posted in chat. You can use that to interact with the marketplace without our user interface. You're basically connecting directly to the marketplace from behind the scenes without using our web page. Just like you can interact with Score and refill your ships outside of our user interface, you can also do the same things with the new marketplace already. You can do that now.
Oh, nice. Well, what's the text channel that you post?
If you look at the Brutent channel, there's actually a text channel attached to this.
If you search NPM for Star Atlas Factory, you'll find it, basically. It's published to NPM. You can import it through Yarn. All the TypeScript bindings are in the GitHub. If you just search for Star Atlas GitHub, you'll see it. It's the only public repo that we've posted, so you shouldn't have a problem finding it if you can't get into the chat.
Oh, I see now. Thanks, man. Thanks.
There's Jose typing in Portuguese there in the chat and everything. We're going multi-language right now.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
Another one from me. Does the new marketplace will it have the resupply all option, or do we still need to use the club bitstop tool?
Right. So the marketplace is one blockchain program, and Score is a different program. So what the club has done is they've used Factory, that package I mentioned, to interact with the Score blockchain program in order to fill up your ships for you automatically. And any enhancements to that system, resupply, all that would happen on the score side. The new marketplace is think of more like creating orders, matching orders, checking the price of ships, looking at sales history, those types of things. That's what we can do with this new blockchain program.
Okay, so the faction fleet tab will stay the same.
That's correct. Faction fleet won't change.
All right, thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's worth mentioning too, and I'm not advertising this yet because it's not finalized, but there's been a number of people that have had their wallets compromised through phishing scams or through various like NFT sites. So there are a number of people that have ships locked in Faction Fleet and can't remove them because of token accounts that have been stolen. And an improvement that we made on the marketplace, token account creation, is actually being ported back to Faction Fleet, so that those of you who have ships locked in their wallet because your tokens have been stolen or the accounts have been stolen, Faction Fleet's being upgraded so that it'll be smart enough to say, hey, this account is missing. I'm going to recreate a new account for this ship to live in. And so you people will be able to remove your ships and move them to a new wallet, a safe wallet that's not compromised. So that's something it is happening in the background. The 4 to 6 live event has kind of taken the stage in everybody's time for the last 2 weeks, but that should be something rolling out in the short term, and we'll make another announcement when that's figured out.
Cool. Any extra questions?
Yes, I have one. I was checking the police locker system, and is it possible to lock different amount of token for different period, or because I've locked a small amount of token, and now if I want to choose another period, it's not possible. It seems that there is some kind of options to extend what is already locked, but nothing more.
This is BCM. Yeah, unfortunately, the program that we selected for the DAO doesn't support multiple pub keys. So what you'll just need to do is generate a secondary wallet address in Phantom or whatever you're using, and then just transfer the tokens over to that. Unfortunately, we don't have that capability. So that's pretty much it for right now.
Does delegation help with that? Can you speak on that at all?
Well, somebody in the meeting yesterday asked, will that affect gameplay at all? At some point in time, we will probably be adding like voting power delegation privileges or some type of feature like that. But as far as like compounding your tokens and claiming your rewards and stuff like that, unfortunately, we don't have that functionality available, and I honestly don't see at this point any way that we can add that. So unfortunately, you'll just have to manage different pub keys.
Okay, I think that answered the question. But that's probably like the main FAQ right now. If people can lock their tokens for multiple times, like different times. And the answer is no. You will need another wallet.
I'll probably need to write a knowledge base article to address that, Santi. So I'll start working on that tomorrow.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah. But it's interesting to see how the FAQs start to appear. I love it. I love it. We are preparing for a long time to be able to answer questions about the police DAO.
I just want you to lock them for 5 years anyways, so just...
Right? It's the easier way. Yeah, so we have a lot of team members right now, so guys, if you have questions, it's a good moment to ask. So I will just
or theories as well. You can do some theory craft, see how they perceive what you are thinking, and who knows, maybe you get a glimpse of how they see your idea.
Hello, guys.
We hear you.
I have one question about system requirements for showroom. Do we know?
I think they were posted somewhere, but that depends a lot on the optimization and everything. Probably not sure if Ronin is still here, but probably Ronin has some more ideas.
You can look up the minimum requirements to run Unreal 5. It's pretty much just a development version. So whatever the requirements are for Unreal 5.
Yeah, so that's an RTX 2080, 32 gigs of RAM, and a 6-core Xeon 3.4 gigahertz CPU. That's what developers who build Unreal Engine 5 use. So you can expect a good frame rate with that, and you can expect it to look nice. We've had people on the team using 1080s that looked nice, that I've seen personally. I've been running stuff on a 3070, and it looks great. So, yeah, and I'm hoping to get an older build set up with a RX 570 and do some testing with that as well. And just seeing, it should run. Anything with a DirectX 11 should run it. You might not see the lumens, and you might not see nanite, but you will see it'll load and you'll be able to run it.
Thanks, thank you.
Yeah. Also, I think the showroom will not you will not be able to run the showroom on Mac. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct as far as I know.
Okay, so that's important as well. You will not be able to run it.
Will we have the option to set the graphic details low, medium,
Yes.
or quality? Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So what the guys are mentioning is probably like the most optimal, like to run it in high quality, but you can probably run it like in low quality with less. But yeah, just as a benchmark for high quality, I guess. Anybody else with questions?
Santi, when are you gonna get
Oh, sorry. About the integration of the marketplace, what's the member of the teams that if I have a doped or of this interaction, who I can contact to ask something or
You can always reach out to our mods, create a ticket or something like that. That's always the best way. And if we can't solve the issue or we can't answer, we'll be asking the appropriate members and coming back to you with an answer. That's how it works, I think.
And there is always Santi.
Yeah. There's always me as well.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Cool. Jose, any crazy theories so far?
Well, Santi, I guess it's time that we go to the fun part of starting to imagine how all those launches will impact the future of Star Atlas, right?
Yeah, man.
And like when I see the police locking system, I think it's super exciting, because I'm wondering like how many police would you need to rule a region of the galaxy? And if you look to the automata emission curve of the police emissions, you see that most of the rewards are actually allotted to be distributed in the near term. So the bigger your voting power in the near term, more of those rewards you accrue over time. So basically, even if you don't have that many police, but you believe in the long vision of the game, it's possible that you become a big voice in a regional DAO if you are able to buy in early and lock your police for a big period. I'm here doing some theory craft of my own, like trying to imagine how many voting power would need to make a difference in a regional DAO right now.
This is BCM. So just a couple clarifications that got left out of the presentation. So the lockers are available right now. The rewards calculation is going to be taking place every 24 hours at midnight GMT. So the way the rewards curve works, and I still have yet to get the numbers on the KB right now, but it's going to start at 50,000 polis per day. So starting on August 2nd, you're going to be able to claim the rewards based on your percentage of voting power in the total DAO. And I realize that number is missing from the UI, and we're going to try and get that added here shortly. But basically every day you're going to be able to claim your tokens. And if you want to maximize your rewards, you're going to recompound those tokens, lock them, and extend your lock back out to 5 years. So you want to keep a 5-year lock going every day, and that's going to give you the most of those rewards. So we're going to start at 50,000 tokens a day, and that's going to continue over 8 years. So on July 31st, 2030, the last 30,000 polis out of that 108 million, I'm sorry, I forgot the number. It's like 120 something. But yeah, so basically 50,000 to 30,000 a day over 8 years is what the emissions curve is going to look like.
Was it 144 million? I think it was.
So the white paper has 144 million. Part of that was released as part of liquidity rewards and incentives during the GAL launch and stuff like that. We're also reserving an additional amount for the Atlas locker. Let me pull the number up. It's like 128 million and some change or something like that. Sorry, my brain's kind of like a little scrambled from just we've been working on all the materials for this and the presentation for the past 2 weeks, and so I'm just kind of a little discombobulated today. But the information is on the knowledge base. If you pull the knowledge base up on the locking rewards section, I have the curve in there. I have all the numbers, almost all the numbers in there. But you can get all the details on the KB. If something's missing, there's more information you guys need. I'm going to add information about the multiple lockers to that tomorrow, and we'll try to get the UI updated. But I've tried to put everything out there that I could get away with in a knowledge base. So I encourage you guys to spend some time looking on all the DAO related articles. If you still have any questions after that, we're here to answer more questions.
So BCM, you are saying that you will add the APR or APY rates later. Did I get it?
We are not going to have any APR percentages there at all. What I will do is I will give you guys the tools to calculate it yourself. So the only thing that's missing right now is the total amount of voting power in the DAO. We have the number of locked tokens on there, but there's no way to figure out we're going to, in order to figure out what your APR is going to be, you have to know what your voting power is. You need to know what everybody else's voting power is, and you need to know what the rewards emission is for that day. So I need to get you guys the ability to see what the total voting power is, and then you'll be able to figure out what your percentage is and then calculate that out. Now, when we get the developer tools published that are going to allow you to interact with the blockchain program directly, you're going to be able to know exactly what the voting power is calculated out for the next 5 years. So every time somebody performs a lock operation, we're updating not only the current value of the your voting power and everyone else's voting power, but we calculate that out all the way to the end of the locking period. So we have those numbers on chain out to 5 years right now. So we want to get the SDK out for you guys so that you can build those tools, so that you can build auto compounders, permalock programs, that kind of stuff. We're not going to do all that, but we'll give you the tools to read the on-chain programs so that you can calculate that stuff yourself. So that will be coming. Mic drop. I'm going to have to run. Is there any more questions related to the DAO?
I think there's a question. I'm receiving some questions in DMs as well, and one question is, what you mentioned it in the explanation, but just to go again, what when you say 10x, for example, you lock for 5 years. What's that 10x? Is 10x in polis, 10x in voting power? Just to clarify on that.
Okay, so we are using Tribeca's locked voter program. You guys can go to Tribeca and look at their documentation to see exactly how it works. It's just it's a C token model. Basically, Compound pioneered it. But what we're doing is we're taking the amount of polis tokens that you are staking, and we are calculating the lock duration, or more specifically, the lock duration remaining. And so we start with a 10x multiplier for the 5-year lock, and everything basically works backward from that. So if you look on the locker page, you'll see the numbers. It's like 1x for 6 months, 2x for 1 year, and so forth and so on. So all that we're saying is that somebody that locks their tokens for 5 years is going to have 5 times the voting power of somebody that locks their tokens for 1 year. So we're giving people the ability, that believe in Star Atlas, the ability to have a higher stake or higher, control and higher rewards than somebody who's just planning on staking for like 6 months or whatever, basically. So it's just a simple linear, it's a straight line, you can figure out the slope, XY coordinates, whatever. But I think I need to add the Tribeca documentation to the knowledge base article just to provide a little more information. But you can go to Tribeca, look up their documentation, because we're using Tribeca for the back end, basically. So it's Tribeca's governor, it's Tribeca's locked voter program. We're using snapshots, which is Saber. All this stuff is in the knowledge base too. I've got links. You can look up the repos themselves if you want to see them. We're using the same code they are. We deployed our own programs. The only thing that we're doing differently is that we have a proxy that is the only thing that can interact with any of those programs, and that's to keep everything in sync. And like I said, I'm putting a task on the board right now to get the SDK, make sure that that's released, and that you have that in factory as you would with the marketplace and score and everything else.
Thank you, man. If you have to run, just feel free. Thank you so much for all the explanations. Much appreciated.
All right. Yeah, BCM out. Cheers.
See ya.
So yeah.
Awesome. So I think we'll be running for like 15 more minutes, just more or less. I still haven't had lunch or anything. I just ate a few cereals this
Me
morning.
neither.
That's all I had for the whole day, man. So
You're
yeah,
gonna
just
lose your game, Santi. You need to
yeah.
cabo up, bro.
Please, Santi, we need to make sure you have a proper voice and everything like that. Please, you need to go eat, bro.
Yeah. In 15 minutes. I'm not that hungry. I'm not sure why, but yeah, I will prepare. I'm already thinking what I will prepare. Probably some pasta, Keep it
Oh
chill.
my gosh. I haven't eaten anything either. You're making me hungry now.
What time is it for you, Ronin?
It's actually like 11 minutes past 11 in the evening already for me.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, I've been sitting here with this whole event since maybe say like 5:30 in the afternoon already.
Wow. Yeah, I feel you on that.
But I mean, it's all worth it. I mean, everything that we got to see, everything that's happened today so far, all the fun that we've had already. I mean, what a blast.
I think it was a blast, to be honest. I loved it. I hope everybody thought the same.
Can I ask one more question?
Yeah.
This is going to be for the showroom. What are the I don't know if someone asked this, may have missed it. What are the minimum requirements in terms of PC specs? Has there been a benchmark test done to the game so far?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we can answer it this one. Go for it, Xcode.
DirectX 11 graphics card is the minimum requirement to run Unreal Engine 5. The recommended specs if you're a developer is a 6-core CPU, 3.5 gigahertz, 32 gigs of RAM, and a RTX 2080, or whatever the model of NVIDIA card is.
Thanks.
Cool.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep.
Perfect. I have a question regarding the police locking. So today was announced the General Star Atlas DAO police locking. And what about the faction locking, faction DAOs? Do I need to have a different police for that lock, or it's somehow transferable?
Yeah, I think that'll fall under the delegation category that BCM was alluding to. So the real common question is, how do I lock for different periods? And the answer was you do it with different wallets. This could be the case where you might need a different wallet as well. However, we're exploring delegating one wallet's stake to another. So you could assign a wallet like the one you're locking today to your guild DAO or your faction DAO. That's how that would work.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay. I think it's a good moment to close. Maybe I'm too hungry. I don't know, but I need to get something to eat. I think it was a great event. And we got some questions answered here in the brew. So awesome. Thanks everybody for joining, and we really appreciate it. We just made history today. This moment in Star Atlas is not going to be repeated again. The Police DAO was launched. So I'm really happy for it finally. And thanks for joining, guys. I will leave, but this chat will remain open if you want to stay chatting. So, all right. Thank you so much for joining, and power to the people.
Stick to the man.
Have a good lunch, man.
Thank you, sir.
Keep your ears open, guys, and your eyes open, because we'll be dropping the articles and the marketplace will come in later today.
And then StarPath referral will follow.
Zeke, are you gonna stick around for a bit? Jose.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you, John.
Yeah. Are you sticking around for a little bit?
Yeah.
You want to do some marketplace theory crafting?
Oh, for sure, man. We have been talking about it a lot in the brew.
Okay. So it should be common knowledge now that you can buy and sell directly to other people, right?
Yeah.
So one other thing that's coming with the marketplace is that all the transactions in the marketplace blockchain program, they actually show you the wallet address of the person who's bought your ship or who you've sold to, which means that you can start to establish sort of a reputation as a ship manufacturer, for example, someone who's constantly selling a particular supply. So it gives people an opportunity to like
data analysis.
Yeah, so it gives people an opportunity to say, hey, this is my brand. I'm the number one air bike owner, and I'm selling them at this address specifically. And you can have sales, and you can say, this day only, I'm going to sell 10 air bikes for this price, and people can look for your address at those time periods. And so to tie it into kind of what we're doing with StarPath, where we're advertising and we're expecting people to come to the market and buy from us for referrals points, someone who's a entrepreneur could build their own brand and have their own sort of like giveaways and things tied specifically to their marketplace address.
Man, I love this. One thing that we were theory crafting about, John, and I don't know if you can give us some insight on the possibilities in the near future of this happening, but what would happen to the marketplace if, for example, the Tree of Peace was declared void by the factions? So there wouldn't be a way for institutional trading between factions. Would it be possible for the marketplace to be like restricted to only the players of one faction? This is a feature that we could implement.
Sorry, my Discord just crapped out. I missed your question completely.
Yeah, on the Atlas Brew, we were discussing about the effects of politics in the marketplace, you know? Like, for example, if one of the factions decided to leave the Treaty of Peace, and they would just outright ban manufacturers from different factions out of that one, would it be possible for us to implement in the future, for example, a marketplace that only members of the marketplace could only buy and sell among themselves?
Yeah, so even if we don't implement it, you can now learn who other factions are by looking at their addresses and going to the player profile and seeing what faction that person is. And you can choose to buy from only people in your own faction if you'd like, or only people from another faction if you wanted.
Yeah, so you could actually empower your own faction, or maybe try to boycott
Yeah,
another faction.
yeah. So like the tools we were talking about earlier could be implemented. You could use Factory to establish a market page that only listed Ani ships and their sellers, for example. And then you could just buy and sell from Ani people. You wouldn't do it through our user interface, obviously, but that's completely possible with the existing tools that are available today, as far as I can tell.
Man, this is super cool. And this brings another layer of political gameplay and deck gameplay inside the game, right?
Yep.
Because we can have treaties between guilds to, buy from each other and do some joint adventures together in terms of marketing and trading. This is super cool.
Yep. And so like I'm neutral on bots. I think they have an important place in society. But if you're someone like me who's been frustrated recently by trying to buy or sell something on the marketplace because of a bot constantly moving the price of its items below you, you're no longer required to purchase off the bottom of the order book. You can choose a human being who you know, or just a human being above a bot. If you're cunning and you write down the bot addresses, you can keep tabs on them and only buy from humans if you want.
Oh, so people would be able to target bots as well in these terms.
Yep. Yeah. And I'm not saying bots are bad. I'm just saying that it's been frustrating sometimes when I've wanted to, I've wanted to put something up for sale, and it's frustrating having a bot come and dump a bunch of items a penny lower than me, and that's not going to be an issue anymore. Maybe they will be a race to the bottom for bots, but as on the sell side, as human beings, we can choose to participate with people who we know or with people that are, selling something that we want. Maybe there's some kind of outside perk that goes along with it, like as an influencer. Say you're a YouTuber and you say, okay, the next 10 people that buy from this address, they're going to get like a 1-of-1 T-shirt from my channel or whatever like that. So you can incentivize people to purchase from you in ways other than just having the lowest price now.
And
This is super
considering
cool.
this system, could we imagine that a DAC decide to send only to the alliances or the specific DAC and not only a single wallet?
Yeah, if I'm understanding you, I think we do want to improve peer-to-peer trading. That's something on our roadmap, and that would mean like maybe you could limit the sale of an item to a specific wallet or a specific guild or a specific, like someone who had only X number of polis, like those types of things. That's definitely on our list, but it's not implemented right now. So for now, if you wanted to spread stuff out like amongst yourselves, you can do that.
Man, this gives another dimension to the marketplace. And in the future, when we have the Unreal Engine 5 environment and things like that, I think being part of the marketplace activities, like being on the floor of one of the commerce hubs in the galaxy, would be super entertaining, seeing all those possibilities, seeing people, forwarding those kind of campaigns and selling their goods. And another thing that I don't know, of course, this is not for the near term, but the current marketplace has the structure to bridge other assets to the Star Atlas marketplace, theoretically, right, Xcode?
So we have, what we've implemented is a blockchain program that's compatible right now with Metaplex, like NFTs. Like that's the framework that our NFTs were designed around. They conform to that I guess template. So theoretically, anything that's a Metaplex NFT is compatible with our marketplace. There's been lots of questions around, are we going to bring in the FTX NFTs, for example, which are built on a different market? And the answer is that we will begin looking at that right away. That's really the next thing on my list. And expanding to other marketplaces and stuff like that, it's on the table, but it's not confirmed whether we're going to do that yet or not. I think what we're really focused on is making whatever improvements we need to based on community feedback that we get in the next few weeks. I know we're going to start another feedback campaign the way that we had done with the initial marketplace launch to get to see where people's pain points are. We have a really robust analytics system in place right now, so we can see if if they're completing sales or if they're falling short somewhere, if they're getting lost in the user interface. And we're going to mix all that data with another round of like community solicited questions about how the market is. And then we're going to prioritize our development around that.
This is super cool. And I know that the community is super keen on data analysis from the marketplace overall. And this possibility of tracking wallets, seeing who is selling to who, and how they position at the market, this is going to be a huge, huge area of interest in Star Atlas community. I can already foresee guilds assembling those data analysts to keep their eyes open on the marketplace and see the movements from the big wallets and the big DAX overall.
Yeah, me too. I'm very excited to see all that.
Does anyone else has any questions for Xcode or about the marketplace or any theory craft or ideas about future implements that we could make for the marketplace or any of the other projects overall? Please don't be shy. All right. We'll have the articles about the marketplace and the other things come out soon. They will have lots of further informations about everything that was disclosed out today. Articles about StarPath, about the marketplace, about the Police DAO. So yeah, everyone should keep their eyes open for Twitter announcements and Discord announcements as well. I also need to jump out now to eat something because I'm starting to fail here, but it was a pleasure to be with everyone during the day. We are super excited here in Star Atlas to finally develop all those stuffs. And this is only the beginning, right? We have a lot of things still in development, and some of them are coming out really soon. So yeah, guys, thank you for being here with us today to be part of this event, and we'll keep you guys updated. I'll see y'all later. Bye bye.
Thank you.
See ya.
See ya.